What's going on, everybody? Cameron back again from Attack on Anime, here to bring you Asterisk episode 17 review. And this episode was so cracking. It was so crazy because we get to see Saya go like all out, full power, full burst as she would call it. And when she went up against Rimsey's secret weapon, it was ridiculous. Those two fire powers just colliding. Rimsey had more of an advantage when it came to rapid firepower, but Saya had the advantage in pure destructive power. I love the part where Saya bolted herself to the ground to use full burst, or like it was like a mini nuke going off in the stadium. Like they didn't have that little energy field around. Like I'm pretty sure the crowd would have had like third-degree burns. I'm surprised she didn't blow away her own teammate. Corinne in this episode also took off. Like she was going against Artie and like giving him the go. He regarded her as the greatest fighter. But the thing about Artie is the longer the match goes on, the more he adapts to your fighting style. And by the time he finally adapted to it, he was just like, Rimsey, we're ready to use that. And we see why Rimsey is known as Artie's limiter. Because when those two fuse together, it's insane. Like if this were like outside of the Festa, I'm sure he would have killed these two with how much power he was using. He literally like hammer struck Corinne against the wall and she was coughing up blood. And I'm like, no, you cannot do that to my favorite character in the whole show. The feels were so real. It was aching to watch because I was just like, man, these two girls are giving it their all. And Saya to the end did not want to quit. Corinne was just like, I can barely stand, but I'm gonna fight by your side. But in the end, they did lose, but they gained a new sense of morale. But they're just like, okay, Ayato and Yulis, they're gonna avenge us in the finale. They're gonna take it all. They're gonna take it for the win, and they're gonna beat these two because if anyone can beat them, it's Ayato and Yulis. But we know that Dirk has a little bit planned for Flora because he contacts Ernesta and he's just like, let's join forces. I have something that will make the final more interesting for you. So like I said last week, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be using Flora to make Ayato and Yulis like lose the final because he already threatened them. He was just like, you have to do an emergency freeze on Cerversta, which is Ayato's Overlux, and he was just like, if you don't do it, this girl's gonna die. And if you pull out of the tournament, this girl's also gonna die. So it's gonna be really interesting to see Claudia's plan that she put into effect to essentially save Flora by buying them time. So she's just like, I can buy you guys until 3 o'clock, and that's all I can buy you. If you don't save her by then I don't know what's gonna happen. She tells Ayato to use another Overlux in order to like throw them off and make them think he went through with the plan. And then like when they're assured that Flora's safe, he's just gonna snap off because we already know he's in his awakened state. So he can definitely push his power much further than he could before. So I can't wait to see them pull this little deception plan off. And we also figure out that Flora's a little bit smarter than I thought she was gonna be. Like she was actually trying to make her way out, but once she realized she was in trouble, she was just like, whoa, okay, I'm not gonna like do anything. And she's attacked by something known as a Dante. And I started reading the Ajin manga like pretty recently, so it's kind of like an Ajin in that. At least that's what it looks like so far. But I can't wait to learn more about what an Dante actually is. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the review. This episode was so lit. Like the fight was awesome. I love seeing Corinne fight, and seeing Corinne actually get hurt and like pushed like to her limit was just like, wow, I didn't expect them to go all out. I expected them to have a bit of plot on her and win this one. And just seeing like Dirk taking Flora and using her as rivalry just shows the cutthroat nature of this anime. But until the next review, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.